All right, guys, to kick our workout off today, what we're gonna be doing is starting off with 2 minutes of either a cardio choice that you can pick or a stretch. It's up to you. You guys can pick whichever one you want, whatever is gonna get you nice and warm and loose for the workout. Once you finish that 2-minute block, the next 3 minutes is gonna be an AMRAP, so as many rounds as possible. 2 movements we're gonna go back and forth between. We've got 10 Samson stretches into 10 baby makers. So a lot of stuff around the hips. Samson stretch obviously got a little bit of shoulders in it too, which is always good. So Samson stretch, long lunge forward. So notice it's a little longer than like a regular lunge I would do with dumbbells, okay? If my right leg's forward, I'm gonna reach to the right. So I'm basically like drawing my arms up and over that side, getting this really big stretch right down the front of me. And I would just alternate the legs back and forth for 10. Once I've done that 10, I move to the baby maker. So this one, squat stance, holding onto the toes, drop into a really nice deep squat position, flaring those knees out, and then pushing back up again. Try to work for as straight a back position as you can. You'll find, especially in that top position there, the back has a tendency to want to curve off a little bit. We can deal with a little bit of curving, but don't go excessive. If you find you really struggle with the bottom position, hang on to something out in front, the leg of a dining room table or a door frame, okay? And I can move in and out of that one for 10. I'm going to cycle those for those remaining 3 minutes. So that is your warm-up. All right, guys, gonna have a look at the build workout now. This one is a 15-minute time frame, and we're gonna be working on a 3-minute timer. So there's 5 rounds of this essentially. 2 movements we're gonna go back and forth between in each of those 3-minute blocks. We've got 8 reps on a renegade row, and that's gonna be the full version with the push-up and the double row, okay? So that's the big version. And then we move into 8 reps of a half-kneeling Arnold press. So with it being 8 reps, we'll obviously do 4 reps with the legs in one kneeling position, and then we'll switch for the other 4. So you do 8 and 8, then you rest the remainder of the 3 minutes, which hopefully is gonna look like maybe 45 to 60 seconds worth of rest, and then you enter the next round, go through all 5 of them. So the renegade row, what we wanna set up with is dumbbells, narrow-ish, but not so narrow I can't get my chest between the middle of them, because I wanna be able to get down to the ground. So that's probably gonna be about good for me. I'm gonna set my feet up pretty wide to get nice and stable, and notice my shoulders are over the dumbbells. I'm not back like this, okay? So from here, I'm going to come down, chest to ground, and then it's 1, 2, okay? And that would be 1 repetition, so I'm doing 8 cycles of that. So as I said, don't let those hips creep up high, don't push back behind the dumbbells, make your trunk work hard, make your shoulders work hard, stay over the top of them. This can be done from the knees if you need to as well, or at a front end elevated version if you need to. Once you've done your 8 reps on that, we've got that half kneeling Arnold press. So we're gonna set up, bottom of a lunge, dumbbells facing in as if I've just finished like a bicep curl. It's like that position. As I go to the press, I'm gonna kind of roll slightly outwards, up to the press position, back down again. So it's not just a dead straight line up. I'm gonna kind of go diagonal out, finishing that lockout, and then back in again. Once I've done 4, change just for the sake of staying nice and symmetrical, in and out with that as well. So 4 and 4, making up those 8. And remember, we're doing that every 3 minutes. So movement 1 is probably gonna take the longest out of the 2 of them. So that will take maybe a minute or just over. This one hopefully is about 45 seconds, leaving that final minute for rest. And we're doing that for 15 minutes. So that is your build workout.